MrBeast drama is a huge problem. What MrBeast drama?
I'm mad. I'm pissed off. I'm a bit perturbed. So you're going to have to excuse me because I'm starting beef in today's video.
Okay.
Specifically with somebody who's been taking all of my ideas. Specifically one of
Bro, is he really going to try to do... Is he really going to fucking come and do this?
most successful ideas, copying MrBeast. You know, MrBeast looks at rare things. I look at rare things. MrBeast makes a video he doesn't want to upload. I upload the damn video. And what happens?
Yeah, that went really well.
It was my most viewed video all time. But this idea of taking from MrBeast has been taken from me by AI.
That's right.
And MrBeast tweeted out yesterday, lots of people are getting this deep fake scam out of me. Are social media platforms ready to handle the rise of AI deepfakes? Well, let's take a look at the deep...
Social media platforms can't handle the rise of fakes in general. They can't handle the rise of anything.
fake together. Got 30 million views.
Watching this video, you're one of the 10,000 lucky people who'll get an iPhone 15 Pro for just $2. I'm MrBeast, and I'm doing the world's largest iPhone 15 giveaway. Click the link below to claim yours now.
What?
Now, outside of the
I got 5 iPhones from this. It was great.
low-res video made lower res by Twitter compression, that was a pretty damn good replica of MrBeast. The mouth moved, the face looked accurate, the voice was monotone, but it sounded like him. I'm MrBeast, and I'm gonna eat a
Did it though? I don't know.
tire. And some people's
Keep in mind, I said this the first time I covered this topic, that I actually think that it's intentionally not completely convincing. And the reason why it's intentionally not completely convincing is for the same reason that Nigerian print scams often contain, and other types of scams as well, it's just the most popular one, contain spelling and grammatical errors inside of them, is because they want people who are very discerning and intelligent to be immediately filtered out. So they have like,
well, first of all, noticing a grammatical error doesn't make you instantaneously discerning, super smart or anything, okay?
a stupid filter, and only the stupid people get through. So you only have dumb people that are committed to getting scammed. And that way...
I love this, by the way. I absolutely love when Asmongold does this. I watched the video where he finally got told this knowledge, and now he's just constantly spewing it everywhere. It's great. It's great. By the way, this is a psychological thing. When you, but no, it's not. This is kind of absolutely out of whack. But it's a fascinating psychological thing. When you learn something new that you think is fascinating, good, or useful, you will immediately try to use it in some way. And the problem with that is you use it everywhere without actually thinking, wait a minute, is this the best way to do it? Well, and most of the time it's not. You just want to instantaneously use your knowledge. And the funny thing is, I would understand if he watched that video a while ago, but man, he watched that video that explained this concept like 2 years ago or something like that. And every time I see Asmongold talk about a scam, he's like, well, this is like the idiot filter. No, this is probably not it. Those people, the people who did this probably have no idea about it. And they don't care about it because they understand that MrBeast's audience is 99% 10-year-olds. They don't care about grammar. They fucking don't even know how to speak English properly. What are they gonna care about grammar? Not at all. They're not even gonna think about it. They're just gonna see, oh, MrBeast free shit. Oh, that's convincing, and they're gonna click on it. If they could have probably made this better. But they know that they're targeting an audience of 10-year-old kids.
way the people that are actually involved with the scam, like doing customer service, right, on them and like scamming them, have less people to try to go through because each one of them is a higher chance of getting scammed. So I actually think that it's intentional, that it's not completely accurate. It's natural selection. Yes, it is. A lot of people don't know about that.
Opinions from this are, if you're getting scammed by AI deepfake MrBeast, you deserve it.
True. It's like CryptoZoo with Logan Paul. If you got scammed by that, Logan Paul, you should praise Logan Paul because he did a service to you. He showed you that you are an idiot and the world is not a nice place to live, okay? He took your money and you paid him for a service, for a listen. He was not... Crypto Zoo was not something bad that he did, okay? Crypto Zoo was Logan Paul's greatest gift to the universe because he taught people a lesson. A lesson that they would have learned later with more money lost if he didn't do it now. He is a hero for Crypto Zoo scamming.
I mean...
I don't buy that. Because we are right now at the floor of what those deepfakes are going to look like.
Yeah.
2 years ago, that wouldn't even exist. A mouth wouldn't be moving. It would be like a still picture in some choppy AI voice.
Not really,
Nowadays,
though.
within that 2 year time span, we have developed a lot. And in another 2 years, we're going to develop a whole lot more. This isn't some fairy tale that AI is eventually going to be able to replicate people perfectly, and the barrier of entry for anyone to create an AI video will be very small. This is fact. This will happen.
Well, it's already happening. That's why people believe it already.
Yep.
The kid who died drowning himself trying to find SpongeBob. That's an urban legend, by the way. I don't know if you heard that in your schools growing up. That's not real.
Kid
Oh, wow. I didn't hear
drowned
that at
SpongeBob?
all. Yeah, what the hell? AI OnlyFans is taking over? Oh, yeah.
True.
I mean, absolutely. Don't trust anything you see online, especially if it's a content.
Bruh, why would you... Dude, think about it. Why would you ever trust a woman to understand what a man wants? Why would you not go to an AI OnlyFans run by some dude? He knows what you want. He knows exactly what's hot, what's good looking, and what's what. A woman has no fucking clue.
Content creator in general, you put parentheses content creator. Yeah, that's because Ludwig, bro, this is actually just some like random guy in China. Just with like a, it's like a voice filter and like a video filter. Yeah, it's actually a girl in China. Yeah, it doesn't look like this at all. How do I know that? I'm sitting next to him.
I mean, passable.
This AI thing, very real. Snopes says true. AI will take over everything.
Yeah.
Oh, Snopes says something.
Life has a funny way of bringing the evil out of us.
What is that? Yeah, this looks pretty fucking gay.
Full Snap, now available in widescreen on PC.
That's so good. That's actually so good.
I have an interesting thing to talk about because MrBeast brought up a good point. I think this will rest on social media platforms' shoulders to handle, at least for the short term, because as far as I can tell, North America is not taking this very seriously. In fact, these two article titles came out with...
North America isn't taking it seriously because the people that run policy in North America don't really know what AI is. Like, their best understanding of AI is...
Also, how can you ever say that this is serious when global warming only has... We have only 10 days to fix global warming. It's true. It's true. We're all dead in 10 days. Keep that in mind. So, obviously, they have bigger problems than this. And by the way, if it doesn't happen in 10 days, we're just going to delete the tweet and post it that, that we have only, a year or something. That's how you do it. But yeah, you see, the government there in Clown World has way bigger problems than, whatever this is.
Skynet from the Terminator.
Also, why would they care about this if they just... Why would they care about this if they want to completely control the internet? They don't care about something like this. It's not going to be a problem when they completely control the internet and everything that's posted on there. So, moot point, I guess?
Within a month of each
Yeah,
other.
they don't know what a router
Europeans
is.
take a major step towards regulating AI.
Neither
It's
do
all
I.
about how the European Parliament made some pretty robust changes and are generally risk-averse to AI. That was June.
Right.
A month later, U.S. regulating AI is in its early days. It's just not going to happen, which is kind of how the U.S. operates. And I know that firsthand because I worked in the vaping industry, and they didn't have shit for laws until they had 1,000 laws. And the same thing will happen for AI.
Yep.
So these early days where the tech is ahead of the politics is the most dangerous days of all. And
It's also the most profitable days. Keep that in mind. That's where you make the big money. You always make the most money when there's no rules. They don't even understand how the internet works. True, Seer. What's up? Yeah. They don't even know. You have to understand that, like, a lot of the politicians, right? It's like the senator from Texas, right? Or a senator from Kansas. This guy, he has an assistant that deals with his email. And if you want to get a hold of him directly, you have to send him a letter to, like, the county office. Okay?
That's so incorrect and stupid.
Like, yeah, she deals with his email. Lion Ted? I think Lion Ted probably gets it. I don't know about John Cornyn. I think he's the other one.
Just dangerous for social media people. It's dangerous for, like, celebrities. There's that Tom Hanks dental ad that used an AI version of him that he was posting online saying to avoid. But let's get back to MrBeast.
I love how, like, I wonder if that actually got more people invested in it. Yeah, more people that are now using a dental product because they're like, oh, this isn't me. And somebody doesn't read the headline. They're like, wow, really? Tom Hanks tweeted this? Okay, I guess I'll try it.
Probably.
Back to the social media platforms, we're going to have to curb this problem.
Yeah.
So if the government's not going to deal with this at the speed at which the technology will increase, it's up to the social media platforms. And what are they deciding to do? Well, some are deciding to lean all the way in. You can't have an AI deepfake of our creators if we beat you to the punch. At least that maybe is the thought process of Meta, who is creating an AI assistant.
Oh, yeah, we already know this.
AKA Meta AI, that also has 28 versions of it using celebrities and different creators.
Yeah, it does. It has
Paris Hilton? Hell yeah, boy, I'm sold.
Snoop Dogg can be a dungeon master for a D&D game. Mark Zuckerberg announced that about a week ago.
By the way, you have already probably agreed to this in the terms of service that they can use your likeness. I wonder if they're even paying any one of these people.
Including MrBeast. You can see right here, he is listed.
Wait, what do you mean, Amber? Dungeon Master. Oh, that's what he means. Dungeon Master, Paris Hilton as Amber. No idea who this is as Angie. No idea who this is as Billy. No idea, no idea. We saw Snoop. No idea, no idea, no idea. Probably some Chinese chef.
MrBeast. You can see
he has an apron.
Right here, he is listed.
No idea, no idea, no idea, no idea. Oh, that's MrBeast. Oh, and that's Bear Grylls. Wow. Wow, they have a whole 3 people that I recognize. Admittedly, this is very much literally targeted at Zoomers.
It as Zach, because this Meta AI tool will use these celebrities, their face, their likeness, their voice, and make a character of them. So it's not actually like you have Tom Brady, you have Brew, confident sports debater. You don't have MrBeast, you have Zach, the brotherly jokester. It's weird, like most things Meta has done over the past couple of years, but it is a...
Yeah, I really...
Dude, oh my god, I had... This is a chance to actually tell this story. This happened 2 days ago. So, I at 9, I was out and I was waiting at a grocery store. And it's a grocery... It's a big chain grocery store in the country, right? Think of it essentially as Walmart. And, man, I'm looking at my phone, and I go into one place that actually has ads, and guess what it instantaneously is showing me through tracking. It's showing me the current best prices at that grocery store, which I am next to. I usually never receive any ads for grocery shopping or any of that garbage, but on my phone, the moment I am there and I open something with ads, bam, instantaneously. Why? Because you are near there. This is how fast this shit goes. And I don't think I have actually permitted any kind of location tracking. I'm not sure, but you know, maybe. Man, it's just crazy.
Really appreciate Mark Zuckerberg because he's not afraid to look like a lizard. It doesn't matter like how completely devoid of humanity something is. he will do it.
True.
I think he's great. Whenever he said, you know what, the metaverse has lost $100 billion, let's make it $2 billion. I'm the captain of the ship, and I am sailing it down to the bottom of the fucking ocean. I said, you know what, my man, this guy believes in it. You know, a madman. And and the truth is, the thing with Lex Friedman, where they were actually in the metaverse and it was like photorealistic, I think that was really cool.
Yeah, true.
I do. I think that was awesome.
That was pretty good.
So, like,
Dude, I mean, it's kind of simple. Admittedly, their first metaverse was just a complete disaster. Like, what the fuck were they trying to do? Create something worse than Fortnite? I don't know. But yeah, the metaverse is at some point gonna be like a thing. Because imagine this. How many people do you think would not want to just love the idea of plugging their brain in the metaverse and getting away from living in a 1 square meter apartment where you can barely even sit, just to wake up in the metaverse in their own mansion? Yeah, the metaverse, when it finally has like some kind of ability to integrate you, your mind or stuff, it's gonna fucking do it. And that's gonna be the end of humanity. That's 100% gonna be the end of humanity.
Progress was made. It actually happened.
I
love it.
Definitely be as
triple down
more advanced than any scam AI developed for MrBeast. Look, he even has his own Facebook page, and it perfectly matches his voice. Here to generate real humor based on my artificial pain. Go to college, they said. Hashtag imagine with AI. Okay, they need a bit of work on the humor, but they'll get there. They basically made MrBeast a glorified version of...
The reason why AI jokes aren't funny is because they can't say anything that's politically incorrect.
True.
How much do you want to bet that an AI with no internal parameters could make a pretty good joke?
Bruh, it would be the funniest thing ever.
Yeah, they're filtered like fucking crazy.
Man, remember Tay?
Clip it.
Good times.
He's just going to be your personal assistant, and he can help you through your day-to-day tasks. But Meta isn't the only team who's trying to tackle the AI issue. It's also being tackled by YouTube, specifically because of pressure from a much larger, more powerful group, the music industry.
Oh,
and
good.
Neil Mohan, the CEO of YouTube...
The music industry can go fuck itself. Google can crush that shit whenever it pleases. Are you kidding me? Google is literally the #1 money printing press in the world. The fucking Fed has nothing on Google, okay? They're groveling at the doors of Google every day, asking them to reveal even 1% of how Google functions. Google is making $100 for every single cent that they spend at this point almost. It is ridiculous. They are a money printer that owns the world because you can't live without it. Okay, the music industry can go suck a fat one. If Google wants the music industry just stops existing overnight. Because think about it. What happens to the music industry when it's not on YouTube? That's right. It dies. That's 50% probably of the music industry, honestly, at this point. YouTube. And the rest is something like Spotify, I guess, which Google could just buy and say, okay, fuck your music. The music industry has nothing on Google, okay? They sacrifice a goat in their altar of blood every single day just to Google to appease its wrath.
This article about a month ago that talks about some of the things that they are doing to create safeguards for AI recreations of music, because the music industry was like, hey, all these AI covers are taking the money that we want, and we want money because we're the fucking music industry, baby. That's what we do.
Yep.
And so YouTube had to give them money. Basically, they had to create things to track all the AI songs. So when you listen to your Schlatt,
myself up and get back in the race. That's life.
AI version
horrible.
of Frank Sinatra. Now, the people who own that song, Universal Music Group, are going to get paid off of it. That's literally the goal of it. And
I don't even think this is a new rule. covers of songs have always been like this. Yeah, this isn't even
Something
a new
like
rule.
that.
This is just an application of it. Yeah, come on.
They need to have a more robust content ID system in place to do that. But it shouldn't be exclusive to the music industry. The more advanced this gets, it's going to be recreating not only MrBeast ads to scam people, but also maybe creators' videos altogether. That's super possible.
No.
I think my job's at risk. Mostly from me not uploading frequently enough, but also from AI. It can do what I do better and at a faster rate. And
Well, then get the AI to do it yourself. Look at Quebblecop. He made this post. He says, I'm currently on a date with my AI girlfriend. Nothing better than sharing time with loved ones. I really appreciate that.
God. Please. Please, someone end this poor man's suffering.
I know that a lot of people are going to be upset about this. The view from here is crazy. I think that we need somebody like this. This is another person who...
Yeah, but not someone who looks like he enjoys pegging a little bit too often and much.
is not afraid to look like a lizard. I want to see him take this all the way. It's out of touch? Good. Good. Let's learn something new. Yeah, go all in. Yeah, keep going on dates with your AI girlfriend. It's beautiful.
don't have the same power that unions do. So maybe at this current moment in time, AI is not going to take my job. It's not going to take MrBeast's job. It might fool a few 12-year-olds into scamming them out of their parents' money.
Yeah.
Bruh, few MrBeast's audience is 99% 12-year-olds and 10-year-olds. They didn't fool a few.
But it will be a serious issue, and it's worth talking about now because we don't have the same lobbying power of the music industry. We don't have a YouTuber union, but YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, every single social media site will need to put safeguards in place to protect creators and to protect viewers from getting scammed by AI versions.
No, they won't. No, they won't. Again, I think this is what YouTube's going to do. YouTube's going to figure out a way. They're going to figure out their system. Because keep in mind, if YouTube wants, they can create a MrBeast 2.0 in one day. Because all they need to do is just figure out who is the right person to boost in the algorithm. And YouTube can do that. Anyone remember that van live girl that received literally 1 billion impressions overnight because YouTube decided, hey, we want her to be popular? Yeah, YouTube can do that. YouTube can forsake everyone. They can delete Asmongold and replace him with 5 different people who are like Asmongold in 5 minutes if they want. There is no problem. There is absolutely no running out of resources. Because how many people want to be YouTubers? A lot. That pool is very much infinite. Okay? So, can they just completely obliterate Ludwig's existence? Yes. In a second. And guess what? In 2 seconds, they can create a new Ludwig. So, I don't think they care about that.
Of creators.
Why do they need to do that? No, they don't. YouTube cannot even prevent scam ads in general. Like,
why do you think they want to prevent scam ads in general?
There have been...
Do you know about the lawsuit, not lawsuit, but the thing that's currently going on with YouTube? The thing that says, well, your Google search results are not actually what you search, but what we want you to see because it gives us the most ad revenue. Yeah, currently that thing is going on. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even predict that. I didn't even think that they're gonna do it. But yeah, they're shadow altering potentially all of your Google search results for something similar-ish what you are asking for, what could be the thing that you want, but maybe is not, just because there's more ad revenue in that. And it does make sense, considering if you look at Google's profits, man, it has literally, what, quadrupled over the past 5 years or something like that? Yeah, that doesn't happen if you're doing everything above board.
MrBeast scam ads for the last 5 years. If they can't even figure out the base problem, how do you think they're going to be able to figure out, like, a fork of that base problem? They've got no idea. And the reason why is that they don't care. There's so many scam AI. Yeah, scam ads.
Right? We aren't like SAG-AFTRA, who have just fought with their union against the movie industry to guarantee protections against AI because the government's not going to do it. They're not fast enough. And they did.
Man, everyone who watches modern day Hollywood wanted the writer's strike to never end. Because what? The AI is going to be worse than your average woke, retarded Hollywood writer? Hell no, it's probably going to be better.
Succeed, by the way, in their negotiations, and they've established regulations for the use of AI, and they're covered.
That's
AI
true.
cannot write or rewrite literary material. Writers are saved. Their jobs are saved, at least for a while, as long as this contract lasts.
Hopefully
a writer can
for a
choose
very
to use
short
AI
while.
when performing writing services, but it is up to the writer.
All of these writers deserve the whip.
The company must disclose to the writer if any materials given to the writer have been generated by AI, and the Writers Guild Association reserves the right to assert that exploitation of the writer's materials to train AI is prohibited. So they can't even use the material to train AI. Those are great safeguards put in place.
Those are stupid safeguards, by the way. They're completely fucking ineffective. You know why? Because, for example, this is the last one. The VGA, which is some kind of Writers Guild Association or something like that, reserves the rights to assert that exploration of writing materials to train AI is prohibited by AI by this. You know how many different ways there is to overcome this? For example, you can privatize the written work, or the written work can go into mass exploitation if someone wants, and then it can be trained by the AI, and this doesn't apply. There's like 50 trillion ways that they can just, walk around it, and it's not even problematic. Good. Writers don't deserve money. They're trash.
The material to train AI. Those are great safeguards put in place. And YouTubers and streamers and influencers will likely need the same thing at some point. Otherwise,
it won't matter because places like China that aren't regulated in the same way will do it anyway, and then they'll create better products on a free market and outproduce people who don't.
Trying to create better products, bro. Yo, the moment people do you understand China hasn't created anything new in forever? The way that China gets ahead is it looks at some country full of absolute dipshits and morons like the USA, and then they find a company that's doing something, and they're saying like that they get in touch in that they get in touch with that company, and they tell them, hey, come to China. We do this for 10%. We do this for free. That company comes to China and does it for free, and guess what? China then kicks them out and steals their technology. China hasn't done anything new for the past like 50 years at this point. All their development is literally based on stolen intellectual properties from dumb American companies that fall 5 times in a row for the same. Oh, you can do this with us for 10% of expenses. You make big money. And then they just steal the technology and boot them out of the country. It's ridiculous.
That's why we buy all of our clothes from China. And actually, it's not China anymore. It's even worse third world countries. China's not a third world country. It's because these countries outproduce us. They're able to produce value at a lower rate. And in a free market, that's what's valuable. Indonesia, Bangladesh, Cambodia. Yes. And that's what's going to happen.
Of our videos are probably going to be replaced. And it might be crazy to say, but I think there's a legit...
Think about it as like a game, right? Would you want to play a game that is effectively an infinite corridor of content that you never run out of things to do, and the scope of the game is growing all the time? Yes. And it's maybe I don't think that we're going to get into like AI games that are just 100% AI. I think that what really we're going to have happen is there's going to be kind of like a marriage or like a pinnacle where they converge, where like AI generates outcomes and then it's curated by a user experience team to decide which one gets developed and sent to the public. And it's like changed a little bit and made, special in different ways. And that's really what we're going to have happen. And, like, think about how...
Dude, the future of AI gaming is going to be solid. Imagine World of Warcraft, but the AI remakes and adjusts the game, the overworld, the everything that you see every week. The story develops every single week, you know? It would be so amazing.
How much faster, yeah, it's like 20% human, 80% AI filter, exactly. So, like, imagine about how much faster you can make content. Like, imagine playing World of Warcraft, and every new month, there's, like, a new zone, or, like, a new raid to do. And the game is growing so fast that it's so big that it's incomprehensible. Ongoing gets exhausting. Well, the scope of it, like, let's say it gets released, and instead of there being 5 raids, there's 50 raids. Or, like, you can do, you know, like, you can fight in Elden Ring, for example. It can just instantly create bosses that have, like, complex move sets that look different, and that there's, like, a whole, like, thematic thing behind them. And it can just be created instantaneously for you to fight.
Okay, that's a little
because
bit too
what
much,
really
but
is the difference between that and the Chalice dungeon system? Because that's a randomized procedural generation machine, and this is exactly what that would be. So I think that AI will be used to create foundations and bases, and then it will be modified and perfected by humans.
Legitimate chance that a YouTuber or a streamer or an influencer of any sort could have their job at risk in the next few years, in the same way a writer was having their job at risk this year. I mean, just look at the Clint Stevens AI.
And they did it all with their shiny bald heads held high.
It's never gonna happen, though. AI is not gonna remove influencers. It's just not happening. There's always gonna be something about the fact that you know it's an AI. Just knowing that it's an AI is gonna ruin the experience for some people. Just knowing that it's an actual human is gonna boost the experience, though.
It's crazy.
Is the legendary tale of Moon and his legion of bald gamers taking down the evil squad of speedrunners.
This is made by a solo person who's just a big fan of Clint and supposedly AI that has created a software that looks, sounds like Clint Stevens and can respond to chat and has a moving face to match all of it at the same time. That's a lot. That's a lot.
It
and
is.
that's now. Now imagine a company of 10 people recreating that 2 years from now. That's a whole different universe, all right?
Yep.
We're currently in the Quibble Cop. It's a meme phase, but we won't be in there forever.
That's
so we
right.
should start talking about it now to have some safeguards by then. Anyway, that's it. That's the huge MrBeast AI drama. I just thought I'd give you guys a...
That never works like that. Anyway, this was Quizzer Since Then. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already, and have a nice day. Bye-bye.